and Eric here. Christy's not here
Pleasure.
this evening because we're gonna go over to her place for brunch tomorrow. So she's she gets sick of us, I think. Anyway, so I thought we would do a quick video. I was gonna do a packing video, and then I thought people are gonna think I'm nuts because I pack 2 weeks in advance, but I do start packing 2 weeks in advance. Is that a yes?
Well, your mom goes to the airport 7 hours early, so
That is very true. Okay. That's if it's a domestic
yeah.
flight. So I thought I would go over the 10 mistakes not to make when you're on a scouting trip. There's lots of things to consider. So I thought this might be a fun thing. And these are things I've been trying to focus on. And I did want to mention that Eric had to change his shirt. Why?
For the third week in a row, I was wearing my expat shirt.
Europats.
Europats, too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was. It's like suddenly it's the only shirt that you have.
It just floats to the top every Friday.
He does wash it. All right. Number one, treating it like a vacation. This is not a vacation. It is work, and I'm trying to take it very seriously because I understand that I'm going over. You're not. Chrissy's not. The dogs will never have an opinion, but I am trying to keep them in mind. And I really need to focus on observations, taking notes, daily reflections. And part of that is going to be making videos every day and recording stuff. Like, I want to go to grocery stores. I want to, if I see a veterinary clinic, I want to pop in and just take a brochure.
Play with dogs.
Play with dogs, yeah.
But I'm sure you're still going to schedule some fun time for...
Well, I mean, I'm going to go to eat.
And
I'm going to go to... So the very first day that I'm in France, I was going to go to the Musée d'Orsay just because, but then I thought I'm going to be so tired because it's like almost a 12-hour difference with the time change. So I might just be lucky to wake up at a decent hour and stay awake all day. Yeah. So I'm going to try to focus on getting into the rhythm of the time zone. But anyway, I am packing a notebook. Actually, Chrissy bought me some notebooks for my birthday. So I'm going to pack a notebook. I'm going to videotape stuff. I'm going to take lots of pictures. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So trying to see too much. Overstuffed itineraries. I tend to do this where I'm like, we could do this, and then we could do that. And then, I want to make sure that I leave room to relax. And part of that is to not really be scheduling my hotels. I have the hotels basically for the first week because I have a set schedule of what I'm going to do. But after that,
just roll with it.
I'm going to roll with it and let the universe tell me where to go. Because as I report every day, and, Eric and Chrissy will be back here and they'll be able to watch the videos. And, maybe I message and say, hey, I heard that this little town is really cool. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to be open. What would you do?
I would try to emulate that plan. But then I'd go, oh my God, look, World War II Museum.
There's a reason I'm going and not Eric, because Eric would come back and I would have a full understanding of the entire Normandy beaches thing. But would we know if there are grocery stores where we want to live? We'd know if there were brew pubs,
record stores,
and
baristas.
And we would know where all of the World War II highlight stuff is.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. All right. And mistake number 3, not researching beforehand, which, we've all fallen into this trap.
We see something pretty and shiny and we want it.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be too hot.
Right.
too far away from something. Or
So we have basically been researching for like a year, right? And continue to do so all the time.
oh my God, every time I see the house, look at it. You've seen it 12 times already, but I'm going to send it to you again.
So make sure that you do all of your research and try to start focusing in on the regions that you want, the cities that you want, and just avoid mistakes later. So
yeah, you don't want to end up somewhere not realizing that, oh, I didn't think about where the bus terminal is, or I didn't realize that it's going to be 6 hours to get to Paris or whatever that you want to do.
Right. Ignoring seasonality. I noticed that a lot of people go over for these scouting trips in summertime, and maybe it's because that's when their holiday is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I tend to travel only in the fall because
that's our seasonality.
Tourism is over, so I can work remotely from anywhere, and you're not busy at work either, so it's easy to take time off. But there is something to be said for going to a place in the middle of winter, and when the weather is not ideal, because you want to know what it's like.
Yeah.
When it's wintertime, when there aren't tourists around. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find many places in France that are not touched by tourism. But I know here in Alaska, of course, we certainly have the seasons, and Ketchikan is very different in the wintertime than it is in the summer. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, we had somebody join us. He wanted to be in the video. Okay. Forgetting the paperwork is another mistake. I have all of my paperwork ready to go, like stuff that I might need to show a realtor or a bank. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go crazy and buy a house.
50-50.
50-50. But if I do, if something happens, I don't know. I just want to be prepared. And the worst thing I can imagine is like being over there and like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing place. And it's just
calling
perfect.
Me at work and like, go home and fax me.
Fax me everything. And that would take. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to take it with me. And you can also scan all the documents, put them on a thumb drive. You can take everything like that. So it's actually pretty easy. But we all know all the things that are needed that a bank might need. They want proof of like the fact that you've been paying rent or a mortgage and you've been paying your utilities, and they want that for like 4 months stretch. And you need a birth certificate, and maybe you need your marriage license and all kinds of stuff. So just take it with you. You never know what might happen. And it would be so much worse to be there and try to get somebody back home to.
Try to find it.
Not budgeting like a local. This is a tough one because you want to go to a town, you want to experience the town. And my plan, of course, is to just ask hoteliers, like, where do the locals eat? What bars do the locals go to? What is there a grocery store close by? That sort of thing. And even though I may not be buying groceries, I'm going to walk through grocery stores and take a look at everything and see what the products look like. And try to go to restaurants that locals would go to, and not like, oh my gosh, there's the Michelin star restaurant, which I really am tempted to do, but
you gotta eat.
That's very true. And also grab a local paper and see if
you know French.
Not taking enough notes or photos. This is a big one. You get so wrapped up in what you're doing, what you're looking at, and you just forget to take general photos of stuff like, look, here's the local hospital. Here's the cheese section of the grocery store. That's stuff that's important to me. Not talking to people. I think this is a huge mistake. And one of the reasons that I'm kind of glad that I'm on my own, because when you're, especially if you don't speak the language, if it was you and me or me and Chrissy or the three of us, we would just be chatting to each other. We wouldn't talk so
Our
much.
own little cabal.
Right. And I feel like because I'll be by myself, I'll try to talk to people more.
And you're the most outgoing of all of us. So.
Really? You think? I'm kidding. Yeah, so I definitely, I have no problem, striking up a conversation with people that are at a restaurant or, hey, let me bug you. Let me
I heard you speak English across the room.
I do too. That sort of thing. And also another thing that I did do is I have been looking for little expat meetings in different communities to see, maybe there's like a little coffee meetup for expats in this town. Number 9, not defining what you're looking for. This is really big. And we've talked about this several times where, even last Christmas, was it Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Where we did like a little questionnaire, and it was all the things like, do you want to live close to the ocean, or do you want to live in the mountains, or do you even care? Do you want to be close to the bus? Do you want to be out in the middle of nowhere? Like, we did this whole thing and went through the questionnaire together because, our different wants and needs kind of have to converge at some point. So it was really fun to just talk through everything. All right. And the last one is don't fall in love with a place that's wrong for you, because I guarantee you I'm going to come back trying to convince you that we should move to Paris because I love Paris.
Yeah.
But it's not right for us in the long run. And which is why as much as there's all these gorgeous little houses all over France that I've been looking at, and I just had to kind of come to grips with the fact that they're not right for us. They're gorgeous. Yeah. They're cheap. They're huge. They're perfect for the dogs, but they're not right for us. So cocktail of the week this week is I took part in it, and it is going to be
Hot Buttered Rum.
Hot Buttered Rum. Yay. I made a hot buttered rum mix from scratch. It's with, basically, it's ice cream and butter and sugar. It's brown sugar and cinnamon and nutmeg.
Yum.
And you put it with spiced rum and hot water. Très magnifique. Yeah. All right. So that's it for this week's episode. Next week, I am going to be packing for the trip. I'm going to be packing, so I thought I'm going to do a whole episode about that because I'm an absolute psycho when it comes to packing for long international.
She's been watching other people's YouTube videos on how to,
for 3 years.
Yeah.
That's it from Shauna.
Eric.
Retire boldly, Alaska to France. Thanks for joining us once again. Bonjour. We'll see you next week.